Just like everything else with Vue, there's a lot of really cool things you can do. So one of them is you can create your own directives. So the way that you do that is Vue, and I'm going to create a global directive. I'm going to call it my directive, and we're just going to access it just with the function. So by default, it's going to use that binding function there. So whenever or updating function. So whenever that is set and ready to go, it's going to run through this function. So all we need to do is specify that within the div and then v and then the directive name that you've just created. And we also have the option to pass through values, and mess is bound to the data mess, so we can pass through the value that's contained within mess and utilize it within this directive. So all I'm going to do is just, for now, I'm going to console log out and whatever information is being passed within that argument of e. So let's check this out and see what happens. So we see that the parent mess has a value of hello, and we're able to pass that through that directive. And we're not actually doing anything yet with this directive. All we're doing is console logging out. And the way to work with directives is you have that option to access that element, that current element. So you do it by selecting this and EL, because again, it's within this scope, and it's going to be referencing whatever that active element is. So if you have multiple of the same directives, it's going to access that information separately again. So in order to update something or make something happen, we've got our inner HTML. So this is just typical JavaScript that you can use, and we can do something like hello world, change that inner HTML to hello world, and plus pass through that whatever value we've passed through in that argument. So there we go, we've got hello world, and from that parent hello. We can also make everything clickable. So anything that we can do in JavaScript, we can now do within this brand new directive that we're making. So I'm going to add an event listener. So this is another common thing that you might see being done, and I'm going to make them all clickable, and function. And then within here, so let's say if I wanted to alert out, and I want to alert out that message, whatever's being passed through, so we can do that as well. So now they're all going to be clickable, they're going to contain that value, and there's a whole bunch of things that we can obviously do here with these custom directives, and we can really build these out as needed. So we can update them like this, so maybe we can add in that inner HTML update when it gets clicked, or we need to actually output something. So A, B, C, and D. I'll show you what this is going to turn out to be. So we've got all of these brand new directives. We've got the HTML contained within them. So I'm going to take a look at the code there. So there's nothing really there until I click it, and we can see that now when I click it, oh, we've got our inner HTML is undefined. So actually it's trying to add it into that element. So maybe we just need to do that. So I'm not sure what happened there, but let's take a look and see if that fixes it. So that actually fixed it, because what had happened there is that I was still trying to do this element, but we've already got this active element located here, so we don't have to reference this EL object anymore. We can just work with the local one that's under this, and it's going to be the same one. So this gives us the ability to update these and create these really cool custom directives using Vue.js.